My name's Lee, and you are watching Society Icebreaker.
Well, look who we have here. Guys, this is a special guest. Really excited. I'm very happy that you're here. Honestly, how you been?
I'm happy to be here. I've been all right.
That's good. So look, I got 7 questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, bet. What inspired you to start writing books and poetry?
Really, I didn't start with the intention of writing books and poetry. I just wrote to write. I just wanted to get things off my chest and go through, put my feelings out there. And what happened was I would let other people see my work.
Yeah.
And they really liked it and loved it and told me that I should, publish it. So that's what I did.
That's tough.
And that's how The Weight She Carried was born.
What made you start writing poetry?
From a young age, it was just, I've always written, but poetry kind of let me get things out deeply. I feel like poetry is a very powerful form of writing that lets you release a lot of your pent up energy in such an elegant way.
Yeah.
It's not just see spot run. I did this. It's not on the nose. It has a lot of metaphors and it's very what you make it.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I chose poetry as the form. It just kind of came out naturally as I was young.
She is an author. She just dropped her books. What your book called? Show your Instagram. Tell everybody your social.
My social is Lovely on Facebook and TikTok. It is Lovely Leanna on Instagram. The book is called The Weight She Carried, which is out right now on Kindle and book form on Amazon, as well as Barnes & Noble.
From the ones who read your book and poetry, what the feedback they gave you, or what have people been saying?
A lot of people relate to the book, even poems that I didn't think anybody else will relate to.
Yeah.
They were very personal to me. It just kind of sealed the deal for me that, this is the path that I should be on.
Yeah.
And it's what I imagined when I released the book. The book wasn't to make money and become famous or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was to be a voice for those whose voice is not speakable right now.
Yeah.
It's to help them find their voice and let them know that they're not alone, that I went through it too and others go through this and you're not trapped.
Yeah. No, definitely. I started writing poetry at the age of 14 and I still write poetry now. And the feeling of just writing poetry it feels really good. You putting your feelings on your notepad or in your notes, wherever you put your pen or wherever you write your poetry at, but it just feels good to release all that stress, your feelings, your emotion, because it's sometimes you want to tell somebody what you're going through, but I always say, people can use your problem as bullet and throw it at you in the time being. So it's writing poetry is a way to put barrier and protect your heart and protect your mind. So I really applaud you on that, and I'm really happy for you for dropping your first book.
Thank you.
How has writing helped you process your emotions and experience?
It has done wonders. It lets me know I can hone in and pinpoint the exact emotion that is going on with me, and not just happy, sad, angry, mad. It's okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed or I'm feeling unappreciated. It lets me know exactly what I'm feeling, how to let it out, and not only let it out on the paper but voice it to others. And tell them what I'm going through. It's very powerful. Again, it's a feeling that I wish everybody had the chance to experience.
Yeah.
Because you just go through so much. Writing has transformed my life for the better. Like we were talking before, I have a notebook everywhere. At all times, just to get it out. Whatever it is I'm going through at that moment, as soon as I feel situations bubble up, get it out on paper.
No, definitely. And honestly, the way how writing been helping me when it comes to dealing with my emotions and handling my experience is the same thing. You just put all your feelings into your poetry. It's take the rage, it take the madness, the angriness, it take the sadness, depressionness, everything away from you and putting it on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So it's I definitely can understand where you're coming from, because it's it helps really well. It does wonder, like what you just said, because it's instead of you holding it in and letting it build up, now you be able to release it, and now you're not worrying anymore. And to think about it, you could always go back and read it and be like, damn, I felt this way. Damn, this poetry is good. Damn, and it just make you feel good at the end of the day. Like, it gets to a point where you're not just writing to write, you loving to do it now.
Exactly.
Honestly, is there a guilt or regret that has stayed with you for years that you wish you could have done differently?
One major one is the fact that I didn't get help sooner. I went too long, too far without checking in on my mental health and really getting the help that I need. Staying silent for too long wore on me to the point that I didn't get help until I pretty much had a breakdown and needed to get help. And that sits with me today because, you know, I have a younger sibling who looks up to me, and I want her to know that you don't have to sit in depression, anxiety, any mental health situation. Get help. It's okay. Let's take away the stigmatism of feeling crazy or unwanted or broken. Everybody needs help some way, somehow, with something, and mental health is no exception.
I don't really have any guilt or regret. I try to live life with no regrets at all. But a regret that I had to get over that was holding me back for a long time, for like about 3 years, is when my brother had passed away. I always had a regret and guilt, like I could have saved him. Like when he had called me, I could have answered. Now when he had called me during the time he called, I was going through something at the time. But after that, I could have called him. So I always kept living with the regret of I could have saved my brother. I could have had tried to change his mind. I could have had check in on him more. I could have had done so many things. And everybody would always say to me, when somebody tired, when somebody is just finished,
they're done.
They done. You can always try to delay it, the process, but when somebody finished, they done. But in the back of my mind, I always told myself, if I had the chance to just talk to him, the chance to at least speak to him, in my heart, him passing away the way how it happened, it would never happen that way. And I don't care what nobody had to say, even if it's the truth. I'd rather be delusional in my head, even if it's the truth. In my heart, I feel like I could. That's why I was holding on to that pain, holding on to that guilt, holding on to that regret for so long. But I had to let it go because I came to the reality, when you're tired, you're done. He has a son. If him thinking about his son could have stopped him, and me being his little brother, what do that tell? What do that say? What do that show?
Right.
But I still have it to this day. If I had a chance to talk with him, he would be here right now. That's the regret and the guilt that I had to let go, because even though I was trying to heal through like the pain and misery that I was going through with the loss of that, it still was holding me back because I would always have so many sad days just having a thought of that. So it's like, even though that was a regret that I was living with for like years, I probably say like last year, like January, I finally let it go because I always felt like I had this cloud over my head, and I still do, because I'm not going to sit here and lie. I still do feel like I got this cloud over my head, because what's different from me and everybody else, I can't call and say, come over here. He would never see my kid. I can't tell him I play basketball. Honestly, to y'all, if you have siblings, please, I don't care what y'all going through. Y'all got problems, fix it. Just fix it. Just fix it, because you just never know.
Yes,
like
get the help you need.
Get the help you need. You just never know. And I don't wish that on nobody, not even my worst enemy, honestly. When was the last time you felt completely at peace, and what created that moment?
This past April, went to a trip in Colombia, and just early mornings with my notebook out on a balcony looking at the views, the silence. It was just very peaceful, very grounding for me, and I loved every moment of it.
No, definitely. I feel like the time I was at peace was when I went to Cancun. You know, getting away from Jersey and just be able to just handle my emotions, chill and everything. So that was really a great peaceful moment for me. Have you ever felt invisible or unheard, and how did you find your voice again?
I felt invisible and unheard most of my life, but poetry and writing is always what brings me back to life. It helped me find my voice in the time that I thought I would never be able to do it. You know, I just felt a long time that I was screaming in silence and that nobody knew what was going on. Nobody could understand me or feel my pain. But once I start writing, all that bleeds out onto the page. I find myself at peace.
Yeah, that's really deep, honestly. Like, just to go back what I said before, like, writing poetry always helped me to find my voice. Like, it gave me the chance to, like, talk to myself, to spill all my problems, you know? You don't always want to talk to people about your problem because they always can use it against you, or they could always tell other people about you, what you're going through, especially when you tell them, you know, just to vent, honestly. But being able to write poetry always just helped me to find my voice, help me to redirect myself, help me to just know that it's going to get better. Because I always look back to my poetries and I just read them and I'm like, I'm proud of yourself because you got passed through this during a time that you was facing a lot of trials and tribulations.
Absolutely.
So honestly, what role does forgiveness of yourself or other play in your life today?
Forgiveness plays a big role.
Yeah.
It frees me up. It doesn't let me hold on to a bunch of unneeded and unnecessary emotions. I forgive people, but I don't always let them back in.
Yeah.
Like, I love you over there and I forgive you over there. You might not even know that I forgave you, but I did. In order to, and not for you, but for me, to let me be at peace, to let me get over and stop holding so much emotion that's unnecessarily weight. And even forgiving myself at times, giving myself grace, not beating myself down.
If you trying to get through life and you trying to mature, you gotta forgive. You can't carry that guilt. You can't carry that hate with you. Everybody not perfect. Everybody gonna make mistakes. But I'm gonna forgive you, not just for you, but for myself, to grow, to heal, and just be more mature, you know? So that's how forgiveness play like with my life. If you could share one real hard-earned piece of advice with the audience, what would it be?
That thing you've been waiting on doing, do it now. Do it scared, do it not knowing, do it reluctantly, do it fearfully, do it.
Yeah.
Time you can't get back time, and you'll be waiting forever if you're waiting on that perfect day, that perfect moment for everything to lay out perfectly as you see it and want it. You'll be waiting forever. So just do it now. Rip the band-aid off, jump 2 feet forward into it.
Try to forgive people that you having problems with, honestly, but you don't want to carry that hatred in your heart. You know, we all make mistakes in life. We all do stupid shit, but try to forgive, especially when it comes to family members, because you never know. Life is really precious and you can't get time back at all. Try to forgive for yourself, you know. But thank you for coming on. Congratulations to you for dropping your book.
Thank you.
I wish you the best. That's episode 5. See y'all episode 6.